So on this 2015 Subaru Outback, we're going to want to move the tires with a 19 millimeter, and then you got these springs right here. Take off. Not under a lot of pressure, but all right. So next you're going to need probably a 7. These are usually a 7. You're going to want to go with an Allen wrench. Bought this nice little kit. I'll leave in the description. You get a bunch of different sizes. So if you have some air tools or whatnot, we can just use these instead. Save you a lot of time. One up top here, and then one inside the sleeve right there. I take a small screwdriver and kind of push those out, because you don't have to take them out of the caliper itself. Just get it out of the way of the bracket. We're going to do brakes and rotors, so I'm going to need all of it out. Use a 3/8 half 3-inch extension on the bottom one to get past this electronic parking brake. Oh, there we go. And same thing, push it out. Take a much larger pry bar, flathead, just to get that out. Let that sit there. So here's the pads. Take note of the orientation of them. The one with the spring goes in the back. Pretty toast. All right. Now it's going to help you later. If you follow the brake line out, there's a 12 millimeter bolt. You're going to go ahead and remove that. That's going to give you a lot more slack with your caliper. And because when you get your new brake pads, they're going to be pretty tight up in there. So I just got to find the 12 millimeter. There it is. The reason I'm breaking it first before applying the air is if the bolt's not loose, these things have so much torque, these wrenches, it'll send your hand flying. I've been hitting a face before. It's just break it loose and then I always just slide the bolt back in the hole so I don't have to keep searching around for where one is. All right. Now to tackle the other bolts, you got it. They're the caliper bracket bolt is 14 millimeter. we got to go around the brake caliper itself and get the one right there. There we go, let the bracket fall down. I'm gonna hit all this area with some air, try to free up all this rust. Safety glasses, folks. Safety glasses. Put something down there because I'm gonna get some PV blaster. Now, if you're watching this video so far and like what you see, this isn't even the hardest part. The hardest part is, unfortunately, I guess I should have mentioned this at the beginning, was this car requires you to put the electronic parking brake in service mode, which I will show you how to do that, but you will need a scan tool. Sorry I didn't mention that earlier, but yeah, that is definitely a problem with these. You can buy any kind of kit you want, you can press this down so far, but then it just locks and it will not move. You need an actual scan tool to unscrew it the rest of the way, and it'll do it all by itself too. I mean, if you know a better way, leave it down in the comments, help somebody else out, but just use the scan tool. So, since we're replacing the rotors, doesn't matter where you get this, just anywhere to try to break a bond. These things be stuck on there a lot of times. Be very generous with it. Whatever can get in there to eat away some of that rust, the better. You can just see it all flying out the bottom. Okay. Hit from the back right here. Now, if you were going to save these rotors, I usually put like a block of wood so that you're hitting the wood and the wood's taking the brunt of the blow of the hammer. Maybe hard for you guys to see, but it is coming off. I'm watching around the threads, and slowly but surely. There we go. Now we just wobble it off. I'm gonna hit it with some more air once I get my rust box out of the way. Now what I like to do is put a couple lug nuts on, hold the rotor in. Keeps it nice and flush back. Alright, so now the fun part is going to be putting that in the service mode. Oh. Alright, so we'll go into this is the scan tool that I am using. I already got it all loaded up. Kind of bad glare, we're outside, but it'll ask you to put it in the maintenance mode. All right. Now something we just missed because we were on the other side of the vehicle, but it's actually it was actually spinning, and we can push it in now. Now we can actually push that piston in. It releases that brake. So now we're gonna put that. We're gonna get those two 14 millimeters and put the caliper bracket back on. Here we go, a little better view for you guys. See what I mean about the jerking? Now we're going to go ahead and put in the brake pads. These are what the new ones look like. As you remember, the spring goes in the back with the squeaker. Squeaker's for when the brake pad gets to that level of being low. It'll make a really annoying noise in the back of this rotor telling you, change me. But what we're gonna do is put some synthetic, always grease these, don't be lazy. Spend the extra couple bucks. Keeps them moving freely inside this metal enclosure. Here's the brand that I use. You don't have to buy such a big container either, honestly. You don't use this very often. Just, I think they even sell little packets at the auto parts store. Although I buy all my stuff off Rock Auto. I'll definitely leave a link to all this stuff. And these just push right in. Yeah, these don't have to be slid in or anything like that. And same for the front. We'll grease them up really good. Keep them freely. Just do not get the grease on the brake pad part that contacts the rotor. Something else I'm going to do is I'm going to put some grease actually on the metal backing. where the caliper piston hits the brake pad so that they don't stick together. All right. Would have better lighting, but like everything in this car is plastic, so not much to stick my magnetic lights to. All right, you can actually rent these from yeah, they're free. You can rent them at the auto parts store. All these different fittings. For this one, it's number 6. So yeah, I think there we go. This is number 6 for this caliper. So you take this little backing, slide it over the front. This little piece connects into there, and then it lines up with the piston on the inside. I got a generic one, I think. I thought these were supposed to be magnetic. Oh well. There we go. All right, slide it in there. Yeah, you can just move this like this to, there we go. I'm using a 22 wrench just because I don't really feel like doing this by hand, because we can no longer spin it. It's spun itself already. So now you just need to push it in. Yeah, see, it's going in now. Yeah, because if you didn't put it into service mode, like I said, this thing will actually lock up, and these new thicker brake pads won't do anything to it. Okay, now get these pushed back in. These brackets bring you back around here. Here's where you're going to want that extra slack from removing that 12mm bolt. Okay. All right, now since I didn't put anything back where it belonged, I lost the 7mm. Now I got to find it. Bear with me here. Okay, here we go. Just want to get them started. There we go. All right, all tight. Now we gotta finish up putting on that spring. There's this 12 millimeter bolt over here holding this brake line on. The lower control arm just slides right back in. All right, there's that.
You can't come yet. You can't come and see yet. Cause I'm not done. I'm going and I'm done.
Yep. Take it, slide it on. As the camera falls and breaks. Yeah, these things are horrible to put back on. There we go. But anyways, yeah, once you get that on, you're all done. Put your tire back on, but that's how you change the brakes. And before I end the video, I'll go ahead and just shut off service mode. Okay, return to normal mode. Electric parking brake will automatically activate when you click OK. Caliper installed correctly? Yes.